What positions allow for a smothered mate in chess? Imagine a game where the king is completely boxed in by its own pieces, with no escape routes left. That's what a smothered mate looks like. It's a checkmate delivered by a knight when the king is trapped tightly by its own pawns and pieces. Now, to set up this kind of mate, the king usually has to be near the edge of the board or tucked into a corner. This limits its movement and makes it easier for the attacking side to close in. The key is that the king's own pieces block all the squares around it, so it can't run away. The attacking side often uses a knight because of its jumping ability. The knight can hop over other pieces and deliver a check that the king can't escape from. But it's not just the knight alone. Sometimes, the attacker uses the queen or rook to force the defending side into a corner or a smothered position. They might sacrifice a piece to lure the king into a trap or make forcing moves that push the king into a tight spot. In many cases, the smothered mate comes from tactical moves like double checks or forcing sequences. These tactics limit the king's options and make it easier for the knight to land the final blow. Classic examples include Damiano's smothered mate, where a knight checkmate happens after the king is driven into a corner by clever moves. Another example is the Blackburn shilling gambit, where a knight delivers checkmate after the opponent's pieces block all escape squares. To get a smothered mate, the position must have the king surrounded by its own pieces, usually pawns, with no safe squares left. The king is often in a corner or along the edge of the board, which naturally restricts its movement. The attacking player then uses the knight's unique jumping ability to deliver a check that the king cannot escape from because all its escape routes are blocked. Understanding these positions helps players recognize when a smothered mate might be possible or how to avoid falling into one. It's a clever pattern that combines tactical awareness with positional understanding. Recognizing the setup involves seeing how the king is trapped and how the knight can deliver the final check. It's a beautiful example of how piece coordination and tactical foresight can lead to a quick and elegant checkmate. So, in summary, a smothered mate occurs when the king is surrounded on all sides by its own pieces, usually near the edge or in a corner, and a knight delivers the final check. The position relies on the king's inability to move and the knight's jumping power to finish the game. Knowing these positions can help you set up your own smothered mates or avoid being caught in one during your games.